Hi, today we will take you to the entire process of insurance where you can get an insurance within 2 minutes. So we'll log into our website agents.aquatravelsonline.com. Click on insurance. So over here we have four options: individual, family, friends, and student. So we'll try and issue a policy in individual. So over here we have options of country you are traveling to. Over here you can select multiple countries. For example, client is traveling to Singapore, Thailand, Malaysia. So you have your option to select any multiple of countries, start date, and the number of days. The end day will get calculated automatically. Date of birth, traveling from India. Very important, we can issue policies only for client traveling from India. If the client is not in India, we cannot issue the policy for them. Get quote. Over here, we have Care, Tata AIG, ICICI Lombard, Bajaj, and Digit. So we'll try and issue a policy for Care. Here is the coverages, policy detail, select. Proposal details, all the details that has to be filled of the client. So the name of the client, date of birth, contact number, email ID, everything should be of the client who is traveling. So at the time of search you have mentioned the date of birth, the same date of birth you need to mention over here. If you try to change the date of birth, the policy will go and fail. The contact number, email ID, state, city, pin code. Click on same as proposal, so the above detail will get pasted below automatically. Passport number. This passport number contains a one alphabetic and seven numeric. If you have another nationality passport and you try to issue the policy from the website, the policy will not get issued. So it says one alphabetic and seven numeric. If you have other nationality passport with 8 digit or something, it will have an error stating that invalid passport pattern. Nominee name. If you have the nominee name, mention it over here. Otherwise, you can put as legal heir. Legal heir means any blood relation can claim for it, and their relationship will be other. Does any passengers to be insured has any pre-existing disease? None of the policies covers pre-existing disease, but care covered 10% of the sum insured. So when if your client has any disease, kindly mention it over here so that it will be get covered 10%, that to at the time of life threatening. So if the client is in a life threatening stage, then only this policy will cover 10%. Otherwise, we don't cover any pre-existing disease. So click on no. I agree. This is the gross amount 322. Click on Control A. 218 will get debited from your account. So this is the net amount which will get debited from your account. And buy now. Here are the details: the policy number, coverage, premium. Now click on download policy. So this is the policy copy. The price will be mentioned in the policy copy, so you can hand over the same to a customer. Now we'll try and issue the policy for family. So the process remains the same for individually, family, friends, and student. Is that in family, select on country you're traveling to, travel date, duration, and over here in family we can have only 6 passengers, so it would be self, spouse, two independent kids, and the self. So for example, this is an husband, so their mother, father only can travel. So in this family policy we can issue 6 people at a time, so that is self, spouse, two independent kid, and the self parents. You cannot issue policy for the father-in-law, mother-in-law, sister, brother. Just only 6 people: self, spouse, two independent kids, and the self has mom and dad. Traveling from India, get code. So over here, we'll select on data. So the pricing which is mentioned over here is of 2 passengers. So number of passenger 2, price is inclusive of all passengers. So this price is for 2 people. You can select over here. The coverage that is mentioned over here is also for 2 passengers. So $50,000 means $50,000 for 2 people. Means that $1 lakh. 50,000, 50,000. So it's a per person coverage, and it's not a floater. So select. So the entire process remains the same. The proposal detail, you have the option of mentioning the GST number. The GST number should be of the client and not of the agent, so that they can claim for the GST. The traveler details are already mentioned over here. It will get auto pick. The date of birth will get auto picked for the first passenger and for second passenger. So you need to issue the policy same as individual. By now, the policy will get issued. The process remains the same. So now we will try issuing policy for friends, country traveling to, start date. Over here, we can issue policies for 5 friends. So date of birth, you need to mention the date of birth. Then only you will have an add traveler option. So until you don't fill the date of birth, you will not have the add traveler option. Add traveler. So at a time you can issue policy for 5 people only. Get code. Over here, we have option Tata AG ICICI Digit. So if a customer needs Bajaj and Religare, they have to issue it individually because they don't have an option of friends. The price which is mentioned over here is for all passengers. So you have searched for 3 people. The price is for 3 people. The coverage that is mentioned over here is per person. So $50,000 into 3 people. Here, the country origin airport. So you can have the city name. We're traveling to UK, so you can have the country name. The process remains the same. The traveler first name, the proposal name. In traveler 1, the date of birth has been picked automatically. So the traveler 1, traveler 2, traveler 3. And here is the nominee name. Hereby I select the price 3141 is here. Click on a control A. 2129 will get debited from your account. So the process remains the same. The date of birth will get picked up automatically. So you need to fill the details accordingly. Do not try to change the date of birth over here. If you try to change the date of birth over here, the policy will not get issued. It will go in fail. So we'll try to issue a policy for a student. We can issue one policy at a time. Client traveling to USA. Start date, date of birth, and the tenure. So we can issue policies from 1 month till 24 months. So we can issue policy till max for 2 years. So 12 months. Client traveling from India. So over here we have Tata and Bajaj. Click on Bajaj. We have coverage from $1 lakh till $10 lakh. Sort by coverage. So 50. We have coverage from $50,000 till $10 lakh. So select. Hmm. So the process remains the same, where you need to mention the mobile number, email ID, address. Traveler one date of birth is selected. So you need to mention the child's first name, last name, the student traveling, passport number, nominee details. In student, there are two field extra, that is the educational institute. So the institute name, address, course, and country. Sponsor details. In sponsor details, you can mention the details of the sponsor who is taking the responsibility of the child from your the expense of the trip. So it would be his father or mother. Mention the sponsor name over here, relationship, date of birth. I hereby agree terms and condition, and buy now. So the process remains the same for all three. So if a customer needs to extend the policy. So we can issue policies max to 180 days, that is for 6 months in individual, family, and friends. And in student, we can issue policy till 2 years. But if a customer needs to extend this policy, they need to inform us that the customer needs to extend the policy. We will we will send them an extension form. The extension form is available on the portal. So when you click on insurance, On the first page, we have two options, that is tariff sheet. So here we have tariff for Tata, Care, ICICI Bajaj, Digit and Reliance. You can download the tariff sheet where we have the details of the price and the coverage. You can copy and give it to the customer. We have coverages for student also, Tata, Care and Bajaj. So you can download the same. Now, policy extension. We have the policy extension form available on our portal. So, if a customer needs to extend the policy, you need to send them this extension form, get it signed from the customer, and mail us the same so that we can extend the policy accordingly. Policy extension can be done 1 week prior. If the policy is already expired, we cannot extend the policy. If you try to issue a policy directly to a portal, the policy will not be entertained for the claim. There will be no claim in that policy. So any extension you need to inform us so that we can extend the policy accordingly. So this is what our portal is. This portal is also mobile feasible. So if you need to issue a policy through a mobile, you can issue it as easy as desktop. Thank you.